What is going on, everybody? So today, I hope you don't mind, but we're going to be doing another garage video, another engine build video. I apologize if the road's loud out there while I'm talking. My goal for today is to try and get these heads off. These heads. And just get them cleaned up, because I don't know if you guys saw, I don't know if I ever showed you how dirty it was in here. I'm sure you can see how black it is in there. It's like all sorts of gunked up. Kind of looks like this. You guys can see that. Kind of looks like that all inside there. The goal is to use that barrel. I want to use a bunch of simple green and about a little torch that focuses with some propane down in there. I'm basically going to try and boil this with some water because it's a concentrate, so I got to mix it. Boil that with some water and then boil out all the carbon deposits in these heads and just stick these heads in the barrels, because that's I've heard that works pretty well. It's kind of like a homemade hot tank. So we're gonna try that, and yeah, but first we gotta get these heads off, so let's start there. After a quick glance, I'm realizing I need to take off these headers and all these front instruments first. So I'm gonna go ahead and try and do that, and then we should be able to get to the heads. Alright, so I'm gonna start with these headers here. I believe they're all just 10 millimeters, and I can't remember how these spark plugs come off. I gotta figure out how these come off, but for now I'm gonna get these header bolts out. Oh, man. They're in there tight, that's for sure. Holy crap. I think that bolt's going to need some penetrating oil. I'm going to spray this one bolt down and let it sit for a little bit, and then while that's sitting I'm going to go ahead and start the other side. I won't record that though because it's the same thing. I have a bag labeled header bolts for these over here. You can see there's a couple, and I'm sure you noticed that paper towel. That's from these needing a bunch of PB blaster. I know that's not a good sign. Another not so good sign is one of the bolts snapped off. Not good, but we'll shoot some oil in there and see if we can take it out. If not, I'll figure something out. I don't know, drill it. Who knows? The blaster's been soaking on that for a while, so let's give it a shot. Oh, man. Oh, I don't know if you guys saw that. There's a lot of smoke coming out of that bolt. Alright, so I got the first set of headers off right here. I got the gasket to come off too. I'll probably get all new gaskets that I take off just because they all look pretty bad. I got all the bolts over here. One thing I did notice is this used to be a bolt right here too, so I have a couple of the header bolts that I have to strip out. So if you have any suggestions on how to get these out, that'd be appreciated. I know you can do it too, used Coil. Let me get this out while we're here. Another chopped up wire, missed one. Just throw that away. I know he used Coil to get these out. I'm just gonna use some PB blaster overnight and try and let it soak. Oh, there's another one right there, man. So I'm guessing I have about 4 on this. You can see all the carbon deposit if it focuses. There's a bunch of carbon in there, so I just want to kind of clean all that out. Oh, I also found out that these just kind of pull off. Maybe not. Oh, they twist and pull. I see. So maybe there's a thread in there. Twist and pull. So I got that one off. So I'll get some of these things out of the way. All come off pretty quick. I don't think those matter what order they come off in. If they do, oops, I'll figure it out. Alright, I'm going to be taking these spark plugs out, and I'm just going to be trashing them just because they're old, they're cheap enough. Apologize for the car noises. They're old and cheap enough, and when I pull these out, I'm sure they're probably spent anyway. That's pretty gunked up. bunch of deposits on there, so I'm just gonna toss all these, but figured I'd get them out right now anyway before I clean these. And I don't think these are exactly a 16, but a 16 works. Oh. I want to try and focus this one in. I don't know if you, maybe against the whiteness of my leg, that one's pretty bad too. All these are gonna be pretty similar, so good idea just to trash them in my opinion. And that one is full of oil. I'm guessing it's a bad thing if this is full of oil. Probably not a good sign. Let me know in the comments, but we'll see. Need some PB blaster for these spark plugs. I'll do some research after this, but you engine people tell me how bad it is if your spark plug is full of oil. We're making some progress. Just trying to clean up where we can, trying to get everything disassembled. Like I said in previous videos, my main goal is to get everything disassembled that I can, that's like nothing too crazy, clean it up, get new gaskets, and then upgrade things where I can, like spark plugs, that's easy. Throw a new cam in there, maybe some new wires. But mainly just clean everything up so it doesn't fall apart as soon as I put it back in the engine, if that makes sense. So I'm having terrible luck with this side. I recorded that side and that side went a lot smoother. So that is my hope with this side. Maybe if I start recording it, it'll go a little smoother. But right now, there's still some coolant in this line right there with the bolt in it. And I'm going to try and drain it into like an old coffee can. All these hoses and lines over here are kind of interfering with what I'm trying to do. So that's why I'm trying to address it right now. I got most of that nasty old coolant out. Mike from You Can Do It Too, I have another question for you. If I delete that EGR, I think that's what you call it, if I delete that off of the intake, can I delete this whole run of piping? That piping continues into this header. So if I took that out, I'd like to just be able to delete all of that. So let me know. There's kind of like a module up here where they both, where the two of them connect, if that kind of helps you. Alright, so I got that, whatever that thing is, the EGR, I'm going to call it the EGR, that's what I think I was told it was. It might not be. But I got that off, so now I'm on the last bolt for this header. I don't know if this is possible. Oh, I have no idea how to get that header out with that oil thing there. If you can see the dipsticks on the ground over there, my dad and I figured out that you literally just pull it straight out. It's just kind of in there. It's in there the way the dipstick is in the dipstick tube, if that makes sense. So I pulled that out, got that header off. This side's looking clean, as you can see. I'm just gonna keep disassembling. That was kind of like the main point of this video, is to get those headers off. I'm gonna work on these heads. I'll pick you back up. I won't record too. I'll try not to record too much of it to bore you guys, but my dad is gonna be working out in the garage here too, so I don't want to bug him too much with recording. So I'll try and pick you back up when I kind of have a solid update. Setup, but I think it'll work. I have a funnel and this old protein can, and I'm just going to kind of let it sit with friction, and I'm hoping that will be good enough to get this all emptied out. need a helper. I need one of you to go lower the engine stand so that it all flows back. I get all of it. Can you go do that? I got the oil out, oil drained, and I did it without spilling a drop, and that is like the first time I've ever done that, so I'm actually really proud. It only took the engine being out of the vehicle. You saw me taking out these bolts through here for the head, and I'm going to do a little bit more research before I go ahead and take these completely off, because if I'm not mistaken, they make like a huge mess with oil. Hence why I just drained that. Well, drain the engine into, you guys know what I'm saying. So I'm going to hold off on that for now. Let's just call this a little sneak peek for you guys. You know, took out like 4 bolts. I'm still missing one down there. So we'll call that a sneak peek if that makes you happy. But anyway, we got the headers off, if that's what they call it, exhaust manifold maybe. I really don't know, so don't get caught up into what I call these things, because it's just what I identify them as. You know, it's 2018, so I can choose. I still have yet to get to these. I really want to get that done in my next video. So the next video, my goal is to get all this off in the front and hopefully get these heads off, but I want to do some more research. Like I said, I just don't want to make a huge mess and like not be ready for it. If I'm ready for the mess, that's a different story. Speaking of mess, I need to do some cleaning up around here. I'm gonna get this mess cleaned up and most likely hit the hay because I still have to work tomorrow. So this is actually Wednesday, tomorrow's Thursday. So Thursday is gonna be a late upload. I've had a couple of those just because it's hard to do with work and everything. This video will be up on Thursday. I don't care how late it takes me. I should be able to edit this fairly quickly. But thanks for watching. That's yet another engine build. There's, as you can see, we're not even like torn down completely. So there'll be a couple more of these in the future. But anyway, I just want to say thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. And if you guys are interested in following these builds like this, or if you think I'm getting a little too detailed, let me know in the comments if you want to do something real quick, or if you like seeing these kind of slower pace but showing you like the steps I'm going through, let me know. I also want to give a shout out to my buddy Philip. It's his 21st today, so everybody wish him happy birthday in the comments. I'm sure he'd appreciate it. You've seen him a couple times. He owns the farmhouse, so we're doing the farmhouse videos together. Anyway, he's one of my biggest supporters on here. He's always watching. He's usually the first one to like, so you guys gotta step up your game. Thanks for watching, Philip, and thanks for watching all of my 441 subscribers. I really like that. It's growing weekly. Let's keep that up. So subscribe if you're new. I appreciate you stopping by. We'll see you next Thursday and next Thursday's upload, which will most likely be another engine video, but I'm gonna kind of get your guys' feedback off of this one, so let me know. All right, I've rambled on enough. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, and especially comment down below. I like when you guys comment. Goodbye.